sort of an action platformer sort of affair. Something I haven't played before, but I've seen it get very good reviews and seen a bit of gameplay of it, and it looks very interesting, very attractive art. I didn't get to see much of the gameplay, but it does look fairly challenging, so it seems like the kind of thing I would enjoy. I played a very small amount of it just to familiarize myself with the controls and make sure everything would be okay as far as stream settings go. Let's get rid of that old file. And we will start fresh with a brand new playthrough. In wilds beyond, they speak your name with reverence and regret, for none could tame our savage souls, yet you the challenge met. Under palest watch you taught, we changed, base instinct were redeemed, a world you gave to bug and beast as they had never dreamed. From Elegy for Hollowness by Monomon the Teacher. And after a somewhat rough landing, we are now in control. You see my health bar up there at the upper left. I can take 5 hits before I die. And my attacks are limited to simple swipes with my weapon, which is a nail. Or the game calls it a nail. I'm not sure if it's literally a nail. I don't think it is. A traditional weapon of Hallownest, its blade is blunt with age and wear. And we have a focus. We gather soul by striking enemies and can hold B to replenish our health if need be. And we can also destroy bits of the environment by swinging our weapon. Let's adjust the audio just slightly. That should be alright. Alright. Well, now that we've gotten the basics out of the way, let's press on. By bashing through these beetle-shaped doors and through these small beetle-like enemies. We also collect what appears to be small fragments of metal. The game refers to it as Geo, but as far as I know, it's not exactly explained what it is. Though it is very insectoid in appearance. We can destroy bits of the environment if we choose to, but it's really not necessary as far as I've seen. Now we have this. An inscription on the wall. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you among us. Focus your soul and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream. Collect soul by striking enemies. Once enough soul is collected, you can hold B to focus your soul and heal. Indeed, we can. Let's see what's over here. In fact, when I first tested this game, I don't think I ever went up this way. Oh, and I'm taking my first bit of damage by being struck by a falling bit of the ceiling. A stalactite, I believe. And these little bits of blue energy you can collect from these cocoons work like temporary health. We can restore our health by channeling a bit of soul. And soul is fairly endlessly renewable as long as there are enemies around you can hit, which there usually are. This game is not stingy with the enemies, I can tell you that much. It is kind of irritating that a lot of the time your Geo ends up falling into spike pits. But later on there'll be an item that will allow us to counteract that slightly. Of course, I don't have it yet. There was another little blue bug that got away. I think it may have despawned. So let us continue. And the floor collapsed beneath us. Seems now we're forced to head this direction. And hopefully not get hit by any more falling bits of the cave ceiling. And another inscription. Beyond this point, you enter the land of King and Creator. Step across this threshold and obey our laws. Bear witness to the last and only civilization, the eternal kingdom of Hallownest. But first, I'd like to see what's down in this direction. Ah, hidden treasure. And one little bit always manages to get away. Now, it doesn't seem possible to cross this chasm yet. Even my highest jump wouldn't be enough to carry me across this pit of spikes. If you do land on the spikes, it simply transitions you back to the last doorway you walk through. Now we have a large door that we will have to break down. Now we have a large cliff face. Seems that there was a bridge here at one point in time, but no longer. And that little shell up there almost looks like something you can hit, but it isn't. Anyway, it seems we have no choice but to jump down, so let's do so. And we do not take fall damage, which is lovely. Seems that no matter how far I fall, I will not be harmed. Unless, of course, you fall on spikes. That would be a bit of a problem. Dirtmouth, the fading town. Oh, and we have another living creature. Let's introduce ourselves. Hello, how are you? Oh there, traveler. I'm afraid there's only me left to offer you a welcome. Our town's fallen quiet, you see. The other residents, they've all disappeared, headed down that well, one by one, into the caverns below. Used to be there was a great kingdom beneath our town. It's long fell to ruin, yet it still draws folks into its depths. Wealth, glory, enlightenment, that darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you too seek your dreams down there. Well, watch out. It's a sickly air that fills the place. Creatures turn mad and travelers are robbed of their memories. Perhaps dreams aren't such great things after all. Well, it certainly sounds dangerous. But But if anyone's able to handle it, I'm certain we shall. After all, we are the protagonist and can handle anything this game could ever throw at us. Many used to come, hoping the kingdom would fulfill their desires. Hollow Nest, it was once called, supposedly the greatest kingdom there ever was, full of treasures and secrets. Now it's nothing more than a poisonous tomb full of monsters and madness. Everything fades eventually, I suppose. You may not be wrong. Feeling tired? That bench may be iron, but I assure you it's quite comfortable. There's no better place to collect your thoughts before heading below. Plus, I enjoy the company. Not that you seem the talkative sort. No, it would not appear so. But we can rest here and recover our health, as well as, I believe this is an area that will allow you to autosave. I don't believe you can manually save in this game, other than by resting at a bench. And I believe I will need to adjust the audio a bit more upon hearing it now. Let's knock it down a couple more notches. There we go. Well, let's explore a bit more of Dirtmouth then. And there's a message on this door. All your mapping supplies we will open soon. Iselda and Cornifer. Nothing we can do here for now. And on the other side of town, we have what appears to be a graveyard. And a keyhole. A stone door with a simple lock. But again, nothing we can do here. So it seems our only option is to jump down the well and face whatever may lay below. We shall do so boldly, as we are a knight. Renowned across the land for our bravery, I would imagine. We weren't given much backstory on who this character is, or what his past was like, or if it even is indeed a he. Although such things may not be relevant to insects. Let us continue to explore. Oh, what might this be? Well, let's look over on the other side first. Seems there's a path, but for now, this large building is certainly what tends to grab attention. In the background, you can see that it looks like the corpse of a gigantic insect. Or, well, gigantic from our perspective anyway. Let's take a look inside. Temple of the Black Egg. Certainly is very large. Hello, how are you?
Hello there. How delightful to meet another traveler on these forgotten roads. You're a short one, but you have a strong look about you. I'm Quirrell. I have something of an obsession with uncharted places. This ancient kingdom holds many fascinating mysteries, and one of the most intriguing of them all is standing right before us. A great stone egg lying in the corpse of an ancient kingdom. And this egg, is it warm? It certainly gives off a unique air. Can it be opened? There are strange marks all over it. I do so love a mystery. And who knows what other marvels lie even deeper below us.
Who knows indeed.
For so long I felt drawn here. So many tales full of wonders and horrors. No longer could I resist, I just had to see it for myself. And what a time I chose to arrive. This dead world has sprung to life. The creatures are riled up and the earth rumbles. The air is thick. I wonder what could have brought it all about. To persevere in this ruin, that old nail alone just won't be enough. Though that's no problem, one only has to look around. Plenty have come before us, and most have met their grisly end, many more equipped than you and I. I'm sure they wouldn't mind were a fellow explorer to relieve them of their tools. It's a kindness, really. The dead shouldn't be burdened with such things.
He could be providing us a hint in that we will need to seek other slain adventurers to upgrade our equipment.
Nah, me no biz.
Did you pass that town above? What a gloomy little place, and such majesty hidden right beneath. I suppose that's why they're all headed down here. Who could resist such possibilities? Truly a marvel.
Yes, it is quite impressive, isn't it? Well, it seems there's nothing to be done here for now. This egg is very imposing, but it doesn't seem there's anything we can do with it for the moment. But I feel this area will be very important later. It would be hard to assume anything else, with just how imposing this place is. Anyway, let us press onward. Ah. We've encountered more enemies. But they are no match for our might. This one, however, is a bit trickier. That's one trick I'm hoping never to fall for again. However, I doubt the reality will be so kind. Oh, and what have we here? Ooh. Well, you are a very large person, aren't you? Are you friendly? No, you are not. Let's get an idea of how he attacks. Seems mostly by charging at us and swinging his gigantic tooth. But I'm already seeing a vulnerable pattern in his attacks. Well, that wasn't too much of a challenge. And what have we here? What appears to be a caterpillar, trapped in a glass cage. Let's set you free. Goodbye. We're scarcely 10 minutes into our new adventure. That may not be accurate. Anyway, a very small amount of time has passed, and we have already performed our first act of heroism. I'm sure our time spent as a knight will be most illustrious and filled with fame and fortune. A cave filled with crystals and the sound of a distant miner. Oh, bury my mother, pale and slight. Bury my father with his eyes shut tight. Bury my sisters 2 by 2, and then when you're done, let's bury me too. Do you know that one? It's one of my favorites. We can sing something else if you like. You start singing and I'll join in. I bet you have a beautiful singing voice. So what are you down here for? If you came to get wealthy, just look around you. These mines are still bursting with riches. There's plenty for everyone. Just grab a pick and join in. Unfortunately, I am not a miner. I am a knight. Oh, it doesn't seem to be stopping me from performing mining duties, though. Nope, and we've preemptively triggered the elevator. But that's alright. It'll come back down for us. Fully automated. High technology for insect kind, I'm sure. Let's see what's over in this direction. Ah, yes, I remember these. These are soul dispensers, more or less. They only have a limited amount, though, so let's avoid wasting it. As I am not sure if it respawns or not, or recharges over time, I should say.
And this floor rumbles as we step on it. But it does not appear to be breaking at the moment. We may need something to apply a bit more force, some type of ground slam attack, I'm assuming. Which may be something we will get at some point in the future. But there doesn't seem to be anything else we can do in this area. So let's head back and explore the other way. We haven't gone this way yet. Ah, and we've got more enemies. Let us slay them. Seems most enemies take at least 2 hits to defeat. And there's a path down here. But we cannot proceed as it is blocked with metallic gates. Looks as though we'll have to approach that path from the other direction if we want to get through. That may be a shortcut back here that we'll be using at some other point. And more enemies to defeat. These take 3 hits. They're getting a bit tougher. They still appear to be the equivalent of zombies. Slow, shambling, lethargic, and altogether not much of a challenge. But we can defeat them and collect their geo. Ooh, we have another mosquito to defeat. Oh, hey, I'm a chicken. How are you doing? Welcome. You're just in time to see the beginning of my career as a insect knight. Small in stature, but large in bravery, I assure you. As this character has shown no sign of fear at all. Oh, wow! Oh, thank you, chicken. I was not expecting such a mighty show of generosity. Also, I really need to change that alert. It clashes with the theme of this game very, very harshly. Oh, I see. Oh, you're going to be playing it. Are you going to be streaming it too? I see. Well, thank you for coming by. And I hope you enjoy it. I have played very little of it myself so far, but I've enjoyed what I've seen. Though it has been fairly challenging. But yes, enjoy your sloth. The week. As of now, I've been very busy working on re-entering school, as I took some time off this past year, but now I'm going to be starting up again toward the end of January. And I've got about 3 doctor's appointments in the near future, but that's, I suppose, something everyone has to deal with at some point. Oh, and Papa Caterpillar has gifted us some spare change. Oh, don't worry. You won't have to worry about something like that. I'm sure I will still find a way to while away hours on Twitch, even while I'm going to school. And some of my classes will be online, so I will also be at my computer for at least a reasonable amount of time. I am a famous procrastinator, so I'm sure I'll find time to come in and say hi. Yeah. Yes, I'll have to make sure to stay in touch more often. I'm a bit bad with that. I'm somewhat hesitant to initiate conversation if I'm not sure if it's welcomed, but knowing that, yeah, I will make an effort to do so more often. I tend to wait for people to talk to me first, but, well, that's exactly what's happened here, hasn't it? And yeah, I would normally stop in, but I have not caught you live in quite a while. I don't know if you have been streaming or not, but last time it was Dead Cells, I believe, and I don't think I've seen you live once since then. I don't know if that's just because you're busy or because of, like you said, your hectic work schedule, or just because I haven't been on at the right times. Ah, I see. Well, it happens. Life must take priority, after all. Unless you're one of those lucky few who can do this for a living. And yeah, it still seems like a lot of pressure, even if you do reach that level of prominence. Part of the reason I've decided to continue my education. But yes, I will make an effort to say hello more often. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Are you in... Oh. Ah, hello there. Come down to explore these beautiful old ruins. Don't mind me. I have a fondness for exploring myself. Getting lost and finding our way is a pleasure like no other. We're exquisitely lucky, you and I. I'm a cartographer by trade, and I'm working on mapping this area right now. Would you like to buy a copy of my work so far? Certainly. Acquired a map. A map can be a useful thing, but it alone won't show you where you are. If you've not the head for directions, I suggest purchasing a compass from my wife Iselda. She's just now opening our new map shop in Dirtmouth, selling all sorts of useful things to wanderers like yourself. She'll even sell some of my old maps from time to time. I pop back to see her whenever I finish mapping an area. She's always so excited to see me. Oh, thank you, chicken. Yes, I'm one of my... I'm not sure I should call it a casual or vested interest, but I've frequently entertained the thought of someday being a voice actor, if I could ever find a way to break into it. So I attempt to add a bit of personality to the characters when I'm reading dialogue. I try to take what the game shows me and put my own spin on it. And in there I was attempting to match my tone of voice to the insect Simlish that the character was speaking. It is fun though, isn't it? To attempt to sort of exit your own mindset and become a different character for just a few moments. Now I've gotten a bit lost. One of the... Ooh. Well, that's definitely not going to help. I wouldn't say that. Your voice is pleasing enough to listen to. The thing is, I have a hard time recalling voices if I'm not hearing them right at the very moment. but some people have said that the voices can get a bit obnoxious, or that my mic quality is terrible. I put quite a bit of effort into making sure my audio is fairly well balanced. It's a constant battle, though. Kind of like what's going on in game right now. Audio is just such a difficult thing to nail down. Well, I'm glad to hear you think so. It seems like the kind of thing that'll... And, you know, it may be silly to aim for perfection in the first place, but... it's the kind of thing that just has to be constantly adjusted. I mean, that can work too if you've got people around to give you consistent feedback, then just sort of adopting a roll with the punches style can be effective. After all, it's that old classic adage, there's no need to fix what isn't broken, right? Right, we've already been this way, and there's no need to attempt to go into that chapel as there's nothing there I can interact with. I think it's about time to head back to the surface and see if I can buy that compass that was alluded to earlier. We're back in Dirtmouth, and it seems the map shop is opened. And I've just noticed now that it has a sign that resembles Cornifer's glasses. And this must be Cornifer's wife, Iselda. We can either speak to her, or we can shop.
Bapanada.
Come to buy a map, have you? It's really my husband you should be dealing with. But what a surprise. He's headed down below. He'll pop back up occasionally to deliver new maps for the store, but I do wish he'd spend a little more time up here. I've not much interest in retail myself. I don't think anyone has much interest in retail. Now, let's see what's here for me to sell. Ah, we can purchase the compass. Excellent. We shall do so. Equip a charm to activate its powerful abilities. To equip a charm, open the Charms menu while resting at a bench. Alright, chicken.
Well, thank you again for your subscription. I very much appreciate it. And yes, I hope everything turns out well on your end. Don't work yourself too hard.
I realize being an IT professional is a profession that leaves you in very high demand, but remember to take time for yourself as well. You can't help anyone if you burn out.
But anyway, yeah. I will, drop you a line after I finish here today.
Take care. And now we found a compass. And we can... I will do. Take care of yourself, friend. Of all the places to end up, we've picked this dreary town. I thought it was a temporary stop, then my husband became obsessed with that old ruin. Now he's spending all his time down there. He argues cartography is sound business, but other than you, who's buying? Well, I imagine most of the adventurers that come by would want to purchase a map. If they don't, then that could explain why there are so many dead adventurers down in those caverns.
Opum Sanjo.
Are you enjoying yourself down in the ruins? At times, my husband makes Hallownest sound a wonder, but sometimes it seems a ghastly, dangerous place. Oh, I can confirm that it is quite dangerous. I lost a whole bar of health while I was down there, and I had to drain souls to sustain myself. It's quite grisly business, all things considered. Comparatively, working retail almost seems nice. To equip a charm, open the Charms menu while resting at a bench. And now we can equip our new Wayward Compass, which will show our location on the map. Did you visit that temple? A strange building, I've heard, though I'd never dare the journey myself. The braver among us once went there to pray, said they felt at peace within the walls. After a while, they stopped going. I wonder what changed. A young couple's just recently taken up residence in the house beyond the station. Seems they're running a map shop, which may excite adventurous types such as yourself. She's a tall bug, the wife. I told them to take a larger house, especially given they're all empty, but she liked the look of that one. The way she has to bend just to get through the door. I wouldn't put up with it myself. Well, you seem to be bending all the time if your posture is anything to indicate. Feeling tired? That bench may be iron, but I assure you it's quite comfortable. Yes, as you have said. And it is quite a comfortable bench. More comfortable than anything else I've seen so far. Perhaps this is the place where we will encounter the elusive Holy Bench of Legend, coveted by vampires and mortals alike. Well, it seems there's nothing more to do here. So our goals once again point us down into the depths. And as we shall go. And slay more enemies in the name of our mighty knighthood. Let's see. Now that we're able to see our position on the map, it should be a bit easier to navigate. So I say, let's explore the bottom of this chasm here. It seems that this is some type of ancient elevator system that is no longer functioning. Maybe designed to deliver goods to the surface? If the objects littering these platforms are any indication. Although the enemies may have been a recent addition. Back down to where we met Cornifer. Let's see if you have anything new to say. Hello. Oh, by the way, I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? Yes, I should apologize for that. When you spend a lot of time by yourself with just your own thoughts, you forget the niceties of conversation. Oh, you need not apologize. I understand the feeling very well. My name is Cornifer, and I've always loved exploring the world. Why, when I was first hatched, I wandered off immediately, leaving my brothers and sisters and poor mother behind. That's why as soon as I could, I moved to Dirtmouth with my wife. A huge, unending kingdom to explore right on our doorstep. Who could resist? Anyway, I'll let you return to your travels. With a little luck, we'll meet again. Be safe and farewell. Well, thank you, Cornifer. I cannot guarantee that we will be safe, but I will make every effort to. Now we have a choice. Do we travel to the left or the right? Well, the left seems to be the shorter path, so let's explore this way first. And once again, the environment attempts to assault us. But I'm one step ahead. Oh. Well, that's certainly hostile. Likely be in our best interest to avoid any form of contact with those giant fanged worms. Or the pool of what is very clearly acid. Things are getting more dangerous as we delve further into the depths of Hallownest. including new enemies that spawn more enemies. Lovely. Oh. Aha. Well, that didn't exactly go as planned. Let's try that again, shall we? I'll heal myself a little. And we rescue yet another caterpillar. Goodbye. Go home to your father. Really shouldn't be hanging out in an area like this. I feel as though I'll dissolve if I merely linger here too long. There's more Geo up there, but it seems I cannot yet reach it. But anyway, now let us explore to the right and see what we may discover down here. Oh, much Geo for the taking, to which I will happily help myself. After all, there's no one around to say no. Let's grab the rest of this before we go any farther. Money. We've got to have it. And even more money to collect. And enemies. Oh! We've been trapped. We have no choice but to do glorious battle with this singular enemy. Oh, and they've brought reinforcements. Have at you. Oh. We are victorious, but not unscathed. I will need to do better if I am to survive down here. Relinquish your Geo. And more giant fanged worms. Let's do our best to avoid these. Ah, one always escapes me. Treasure. Delicious treasure. We tempt fate to seek great reward and great danger. Seems there's nothing over here. Well, up or down? I say up. Where we can collect even more money. And hopefully not be devoured by giant worms. That would be lovely. Seems that they are immune to all harm. I likely will not be able to fight them off. Well, it seems we can get back up if we jump down. So let's explore down here first. And I am not sure if I can knock their attacks out of the air. Deflect their bullets with my nail. Something tells me it would be risky to try. But so far, nothing's been excessively challenging.
They seem sickly and disturbed. Perhaps death is merely a mercy for these creatures. Either way, we press on. And jump repeatedly for no particular reason. What is up here? More enemies to defeat. And more geo to collect. Quite a lot more geo to collect, in fact. Let us do so. Well, it seems we've stumbled upon some sort of train station. A door with an open slot. A slot for payment or a slot for a key? Either way, it seems I do not have what I need to progress here. But this may be useful later. As I continue to vandalize every sign I come across. Note to self, read signs, don't cut them carelessly. Although it seems I'm already getting in the habit of destroying everything I come across. I get the feeling that this door is going to slam shut behind me as soon as I walk through it. My decades of experience in video games tell me this. It seems I am incorrect. And there's a creature blocking my path. Or not blocking my path. This gate is what is blocking my path. Is our only option here to do battle. Seems so. Well, a knight does not shy away from battle. Oh, it is Gruz the Mother. And we've already been hit. Let's just Okay. Seems healing myself is not going to be a wise course of action while I'm already in combat. And Gruz is being quite aggressive. We will answer in kind. And get hit at every available opportunity. This is fine. A knight's armor can withstand a beating. One that Gruz apparently could not. Lots of money and... Is that corpse moving? Oh no. Oh, well, that's just lovely. Let's exterminate every last one of these vile creatures. And we've been granted freedom. We press on. Somewhat regret that I couldn't simply bypass that fight, but I suppose a knight should not be preoccupied with such things. Oh. One of these houses has not collapsed. Let's dispatch the surrounding enemies before we proceed. You seem to be in a bit of a daze. But you are not hostile. Let's have a conversation, shall we? Hello.
Oh, you're off. You wield your nail like a club.
Esme, how much deeper do we have to go?
Oh,
Oh,
Whoopa.
what? Who are you? I see, this old village. What a strange dream to have led me down here. If you hadn't found me, I don't think I ever would have woken. I'm Sly. Usually I live an uneventful life up in Dirtmouth. The air in these ruins doesn't agree with me, so I'd best be getting back. If you return above, come and see me. I'm probably the friendliest face left there, and I can thank you properly for your good deed.
Well, I'll have to make sure to do so.
You're exploring, then? Very brave. Plenty of courageous wanderers have been lost to the hunger of these old caverns. You have your nail, though, and I can tell just by looking that you know how to wield it.
Indeed I do. Well then, I suppose I will see you topside. I hope he can make it out of here without help. And we can open up what appears to be a shortcut back to the area before we fought Grooze. It sounds like there's something over here as well. Someone in there sounds very amused. But I cannot reach this place yet. I am not able to jump far enough. What a shame. I suppose we'll have to come back later. Once I've gained new abilities that will allow me to traverse this obstacle. In the meantime, we've explored off of the bounds of our established map. Let us continue. See what lies at the top of this chasm. More enemies, which is to be expected. How about you? Oh. I failed to notice the small one in dealing with the larger one. Well, this certainly looks dangerous. Is my desire for treasure that strong? I think it is. It wasn't as dangerous as it appeared. I think that's all the geo. Now we've entered a hallway with what appears to be numerous eggs. I wonder, did all of these eggs hatch, or did they die before they ever got the chance to? It's difficult to tell. Ah, now we've encountered enemies that are armed. I'll approach with caution. Oh, and they are quite vigorous. But there is a gap in their attack pattern. And they are not any more healthy than the last groups. Ah, but they are slightly clever in their ability to block. Perhaps they're not quite as mindless as I imagined. But still, not too much of a challenge. I believe I can hear another trapped caterpillar. Ah, and I'm able to open this path. Excellent. Oh. It is dark. I can see nothing and interact with nothing. Perhaps it's best I come back another time.
I would like to save that caterpillar, though. Let's see if we can find him. Ooh, I very nearly got hit there. It sounds like the caterpillar is right here, but I don't see it. I have a hunch. Ah, I was right. This wall is destructible and contains enemies. This one's guarded. I wonder why. Regardless, his guards were not enough, and we shall rescue him. Go and be free. Will I be able to get back? Yes. We have more of these large, club-wielding enemies. Well, let's face him. Oh, that strategy did not pay off. And this one seems to be quite a bit more vigorous than the last one was. We shall answer in kind. Not much of a challenge. They seem intimidating, but they have a very predictable pattern of attack. Oh. Well, this room I'm in now is marked as something dangerous on the map. Or, well, it looks dangerous. I'm not sure how much it actually is. But let's recover our health before we press any further on. And dispatch these enemies. This room seems very much like a boss fight area. Oh, the False Knight. That is a very large opponent. Alright, have at you. Oh, and he's created a shockwave. Noted. The two-component attack requires a bit more nuanced dodging. Oh. Seems I'll need to walk under him at certain points in order to avoid that jumping attack. And his face is not very intimidating underneath his armor. Oh, and I can attack him by knocking bits of debris back at him. Useful. I narrowly avoided that stomp. I was not expecting the shockwave there. Let's heal myself a bit. And then attack. Alright. I think I've gotten your pattern down. Fall before the might of my nail. Lament upon your failures. Oh, he's broken the floor out from under himself. I wonder, can I allow him to recover and continue fighting him? No, it seems he has lost all will to continue this fight. Very well then. I take no joy in this. But you cast the first stone. And we have defeated him. What is this? A city crest. His armor is still just as durable as it was to begin with. Oh. And his mace was a bug as well. That makes adorable noises when struck. Let's just let that be, shall we? I imagine I have no means to destroy it anyway. Oh, and we found much treasure. A mighty haul of geo for my efforts. Nearly 200 there. Excellent. Where am I now? Ah, I'm at the center of the Forgotten Crossroads. So with that, maybe I've done all there is to do in this area. I would like to go back up. Ah, but I can't cross this massive pit. So I suppose it may be time to head back. I certainly have a lot of geo to spend. Let's open this path. It leads us right back to where Cornifer was. But it seems he's left. Sorry, I missed you. If you're feeling lost, why not hop up to our store in Dirtmouth and purchase a map of this area. Available now for an excellent price. Cornifer. Well, I've already purchased the map. But I imagine similar offers will be made in the future. So that would be excellent. But for now, let's explore up this quite intimidating path that seems to be lined with the carapace of fallen insects. Very effectively communicates that we are not welcome here. But let us enter either way. A knight does not fear such things. Hello. Oh, who is that creeping out of the darkness? My, you're looking grim. A strange, empty face and a wicked-looking weapon. Something important has drawn you down to Haruneth's corpse, but I won't ask what. Perhaps the reason you found me is because you need my help. Say no more, friend. I'm going to give you a gift. A nasty little spell of my own creation. It's just perfect for a little one like you. Oh ho ho. Don't be afraid. Have faith. That spell belongs to you now. All you need to do is take it. Oh ho 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 ho. You won't be going much further without it, I promise you. I am disinclined to trust you. But that is quite a tempting floating icon. Well, caution to the wind. Oh, and I have hit my head. Consume the Vengeful Spirit. Tap B to unleash the spirit. Spells will deplete soul or replenish soul by striking enemies. So it seems I've gotten my first ranged attack. And I am still sleeping. For the sake of experimentation, let's see how long the knight is able to sleep without me disturbing him.
In the meantime, I will be taking a drink. Okay, Hollow Knight, you've rested long enough. Awake, on to your duties. A knight has precious little time for rest. Oh, you've woken at last. I apologize. Perhaps I should have warned you about the power of that spell. I was watching over you as you slept, but seemed to have slipped away myself. Now we're awake. I was wondering whether you would do me a small favor. Not as repayment for my gift, of course, simply because we're now friends. You see, a horrid great beast has made its home in the heart of this temple. Such disrespect! I would be quite grateful if you were to venture deeper in and slay it for me. It's hardly a creature. It's a hardy creature, but with your new power, you're more than a match for it. Good luck with this small favor, my friend. Oh. Well, as I am caged in here, it appears I don't have much of a choice. What is it? Are you wondering about this gate between us? Oh. It's a curious thing, but this door will not open until you have slain the creature lying in the heart of the temple. Don't worry about it. I'm sure the spirits of my ancestors will be watching over you. Somehow this is not much consolation. But again, it appears I have little choice in the matter. So, onward. After all, slaying great beasts is the duty of a knight. And we are now being prompted to use our new spell, which seems unnecessary. We've entered the Ancestral Mound. I wonder, are all of these shells the ancestors of that shaman? If so, he has quite a long lineage. Hopefully his ancestors do not take umbrage with me desecrating the temple in this manner. And we've encountered a new enemy, which appear to be pill bugs of some type. Not overly challenging. Just requiring slightly more precise timing. Oh. Well, that was unfortunate. I think the game just tricked me there. But not again. Die, pillbug. And you, too, will be dispatched in the name of the shaman's ancestors. Oh, and that is a very large one. And he is hostile. And seems to be immune to my attacks. And quite quick on his guard. Seems my new spell will be required here. And that does indeed damage him. And he provides enemies for us to collect soul from. But I must be careful about when I fire, or I end up getting hit. And we found what appears to be a small shrine. With a trinket, a soul catcher. Let's take a look at that. We have a soul catcher.
At a 2-notch cost, it's used by shaman to draw more soul from the world around them. Increases the amount of soul gained when striking an enemy with a nail. Ah, and I must be at a bench to equip it. Noted. Oh, so it's done then. You've slain the beast. The poor thing, it must have been terrified of you. It used to be quite docile, but the rancid air in these caverns filled it with some ancient rage. Still, you did what had to be done. You have my gratitude. Of course, we both know you wouldn't have made it through without that spell of mine. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, that does seem to be the case. And we've been granted our freedom. And look, the gate between us is opened. Oh, ho, ho. I'm sure you're eager to move on. Farewell, and have faith. Whatever you're seeking, it will find you. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Why do you hesitate? You'll get nothing more from me, I'm afraid. Though I do admire your persistence. Oh, ho, ho. I am skeptical. But you have nothing new to say. Let us move on. And this bench appears to be made of bone. Is this any more comfortable than iron? Somehow I doubt it. But we can equip our new soul catcher, and I see no reason not to. And we press on once again, having gained a new ability. It may be about time to return to Dirtmouth and spend some of these vast amounts of geo I've collected. After all, treasure doesn't slay enemies. Let's make the climb back up. Once again, ascending this ancient elevator that I suspect I will be able to reactivate at some point. Though that point is clearly not now. Ah, I can just barely reach you. Come down here, coward. There we are. Let's see. Up and... oh, and over to the left is an area I haven't explored yet. Oh, I've been here before. It just hasn't been updated on my map. And you have more money to gift to me. I see. More money each time I rescue one of your caterpillars. You certainly have a lot of children if each one of these is meant to be filled. Well, I will endeavor to rescue as many as I can. Oh, let us head back up. Perhaps new people have arrived since my last stop. Let's take a brief rest first. Let's see if there's anything new available at the map shop.
Opum Sanjo.
And you have nothing new to say. Let's see if you have something new to sell.
Bapanada.
A quill that will allow me to update my map. Sounds very useful. Let's buy this. And these are pins to use as map markers. Well, the bench marker does seem like it would be handy to have. So let's purchase that. The rest of these don't seem especially useful yet. The vendor one may be worth investing in. Yes, let's buy this. And that will be all for now. And we've updated the map. And we can see Dirtmouth on the map now. Hello.
Ah, hello. I knew we'd meet again. How do you like my cozy little store? I've made myself pretty comfortable here, selling old trinkets to travelers like yourself. If you're planning a trip below, I've several items that may improve your chance of survival.
A mask shard. A vessel fragment. A key. Ooh. This charm will make sure that any loose change finds its way back to you. This seems very appealing. In fact, I think I will buy this. It's expensive, but I'm sure it will be worth it. A rancid egg.
I found this under the counter. Some creature must have laid it here while I was stuck down in the ruins. I suppose you could buy it? I won't miss its sour odor.
I do not think that is necessary. Cheap though it may be, I see no use in having it. And let us equip this new Geo Collector pin. It's a bit difficult to give up the Soul Catcher, but this seems to be the more immediately useful thing. That seems to be about all we can do here. Do you have anything new to say? Oh, what a turn. Our shopkeep's come home, just wandered back in. I'd hoped for grand tales of his time below, but he seems to remember almost nothing. Maybe it was all too much for him. If you're interested in his wares, watch out. He drives a hard bargain, that one. No competition, that's the problem. It's bad for the market, not that he's complaining. My understanding of Hollownest can be a little vague, but below those leafy caverns is a fungal grove, once home to peaceful creatures not quite bug and not quite plant. Sounds almost worth a visit, no? Well, there's a downside. A dreadful stench, a noxious odor fills the place. Well, it seems I've been given a new area to explore. I seem to remember a doorway down below that was overgrown with green foliage. That may be my next stop. And we head back down. And we'll kill you for the 4th or 5th time by my count. Enemies do respawn, but it seems that geonodes don't. So at some point, enemies will be our primary source of income. And we can see our collector badge is already working for us. Dispatching tiny little glowing bugs to collect geo for me. Very useful. Well, let's make our way back down. I believe that other path was over to the left. Indeed it was. And we have a sign. The Pilgrim's Way. Travelers of Hollownest descend through the verdant wilds and fungal groves to the city at this kingdom's heart. There all wishes shall be granted.
All truths revealed. Well, you make some very large promises, Sign. Let's see if any of them hold true. Oh, it's you. I wasn't expecting to see you again so soon. Well, you cost quite a bit of soul to defeat, but you don't seem to be that much of a challenge. As long as you have this required soul to defeat him. Ah, and that was a poorly aimed jump on my part. Let's try to be a bit more careful going forward. Repeated dips in the acid bath will not be healthy for us. Oh wow, we've entered Green Path. And what a change. This area seems very dangerous, but also very aesthetically pleasing. And this new music. Lovely. Let's see what challenges this area has. I'm getting the feeling that this enemy will explode when attacked. It has that look about it. Indeed it did. Oh, it's still alive. Yes, they're quite volatile. Well, let's try to be careful about how we engage them. Oh, and you've just thrown yourself into an awkward position. But dealt with, and ooh, that was a gruesome death. Let's try to be careful with these. And not stand near them when they're about to explode. Oh. What is that? Are those spikes? I can't quite tell if this is dangerous or not. Oh, indeed it is. This would be a fly trap of some type. Protecting this treasure, not well enough. Oh, hello. Animated shrubbery. Oh, and a bench. A welcome sight. Let's see. Oh, I don't have a map for this area yet. I wonder if this is where Cornifer moved on to after he departed the lower areas of Hallownest. Hopefully we will encounter him again, as it does help to have a map. Oh, hello. Who are you? Can we talk to you? Oh, no, it seems not. And I cannot jump high enough to reach that platform. That person looked very similar to me. And didn't seem to be immediately hostile. Also, were they carrying a needle? That's what it looked like. Would a needle be superior to a nail? I'm not sure. Let's use a soul blast to deal with you. And more Geo. hear something rustling around in the foliage. This appears to be a dead end. And I have no map, which makes this awkward. Well, let's explore over here then. Oh, I've already looked in this direction. There must be another path I haven't found yet. And that is, well, that's one path. Not exactly an ideal one, but a path. Leading to only one destination, which would be death. Ah, we can go this way. Hello, hovering mosquito thing. Give to me your soul. For my health. Thank you. These blocks don't appear to lead anywhere, but it looks like they can be cut down. And used as steps, yes. Oh. That was just too tempting to pass up. But I got no soul and no geo for that. Have to be careful about how we use environmental kills. Nope. Contact damage. My worst enemy. They fly off in another direction when hit mid-charge. Doesn't seem like there was much of any reason to cut that down. Ah, but here there definitely is a reason. And I can hear Cornifer's telltale humming. He must be nearby. What lies in this direction? Oh, a path back to where I was. Alright then. Well, let's head toward the area I heard Cornifer. As a map would be very welcome. Ah, hello. Isn't this a contract from the crossroads? Such a humid, lively place. The roads twist and turn in the most wondrous ways. I've done my best to chart the area ahead, although I must admit some of the area's inhabitants proved quite a nuisance. Yes, I'll purchase a map. Thank you. I ran into another traveler as I made my way down here. I tried to call out to her as she dashed past, but she barely even glanced in my direction. Not an appreciator of fine maps like you and I, obviously. I believe I know who you're talking about. We had a very brief introduction. Not much of an introduction at all, really. Well, let's see what else there is to explore. There's this path down here. Oh! Evil shrubbery attempting to attack me from behind. Won't work. It can't be done. Well, that block I'm sure will be used for some alternate path. But I'd like to see what's over this way first. Ooh. Things have suddenly gotten much pointier. Ooh, is this going to be another boss? Certainly looks hostile.
Well, let's face it. Oh. Oh, you want to talk? Okay. Hello, how are you?
Tiny squib, you approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand? Then take it, my journal. It will aid you. At first, the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of a hunter.
Is that all you have to say? You've received the Hunter's Journal. It does not look like much of a journal. Open the menu, and then navigate to the Journal pane. Defeat enemies to add new entries to the journal and decipher the Hunter's notes. Ah, an enemy encyclopedia, is it?
Little squib, you may have overcome a few creatures, but you are only just beginning. Don't delay. Descend into the belly of this world and hunt down the life you find.
Oh. That was already pretty much what I was doing. But additional rewards are welcome. We'll start with you. Nothing happened. And knocked into a wall. Oh, and it seems I'm perfectly capable of wasting soul when I have no health to recover. Noted. That does not look like a path I can cross. Oh, I jumped right into that. That was suboptimal to say the least. But I handled it. Seems I need to drop a block to proceed any further this way. One that I cannot yet reach. Let's go this way then. Oh, it's you again. And that did appear to be a needle and thread you're using as a weapon. Which looks fairly useful. Oop, I did not mean to jump down there. More evil shrubbery attempting to attack me. You can have that back. Seems to be the only means I have to attack you. Are these alive? No. It seems they stopped to camp and died where they sat. How sad. Oh, and we've entered the darkness again. There doesn't appear to be anything too threatening here. Aside from that, which I avoided by sheer luck. Might be in here. More darkness. and corpses. This does not seem possible right now. Let's recover and press on in another direction. Wasn't Isolde's shop selling a lantern? Or no, it was the other shop, wasn't it? The shop run by the little fly. I'll probably need that lantern before I can proceed through those dark areas. And if I remember right, it cost 1800 geo, which is going to take quite a while to accumulate. Yes, everything is indicating to me that I am not meant to be in this area yet. Let's leave and explore somewhere else for the time being. Have I looked over here yet? No. And is this a bench? Yes, it is. Which I will gladly rest at. This is Stone Sanctuary. Alright then. That accidental fall revealed quite a bit. And that was a miss. For the best anyway. It seems I don't get any form of hunter update when killing these things with my bare hands. Or with my vengeful spirit, I should say. Those who stray from the White King's road shall face the law of Un. Interesting. But we have no context for this yet. Or evil shrubbery to be clipped back. Oh, I finally fell for it. That one was very well hidden. Let's exact some vengeance. Seems the downward road is the only one I can reach at the moment. Oh, there's a very large evil shrub. Or at least it appeared to be large. Oh, a game of cat and mouse, is it? And I've gotten an update. Let's see.
Ah, they have names. Excellent. I'm sure I will end up forgetting most of these. Dull Crawlid. Timid scavenger that crawls through the caverns looking for food. Dull and pathetic, hardly worth killing. Vengefly. Flying predator that pursues its prey relentlessly. I must defeat 27 more of them. Gruzer. Simple-minded creature that haphazardly buzzes around, bumping into things. They only seem dimly aware of their surroundings, making them easy prey to cut your fangs on. What is it that guides them on their paths? It almost seems like they search for ways to die. Mature Gruzer that carries its young in its belly, attacks by hurling its huge body around. You need to defeat 2 more of these. There are more of them? Use its small, sharp claws to climb along walls and roofs. Its spends its time tapping its way through the rocks and caverns near the surface of the kingdom. If you're patient, you can wait for it to come to you and pick it off. Aspid Hunter. Bests its prey by spitting corrosive liquid, often hunts in packs. Need more information. Carries the eggs of its youth inside its belly. It can hatch and birth its young as needed to deal with intruders. There's quite a lot of creatures to learn about. Elder Balder. Bulky and covered in thick plating, retracts into itself when attacked. As they age, these creatures become too heavy and lumpy to roll around freely. Instead, they curl up and hide from the world. What do they think of in there, wrapped up inside of themselves? More carefree times, perhaps. A moss creep. Covers itself in leaves to appear larger. Yes, we've seen this firsthand. Do we have any other information we can read? A shade? I don't think I've encountered one of these yet. Echo of a previous life. Defeat it to retake its power and become whole. Each of us leaves an imprint of something when we die, a stain on the world. I don't know how much longer this kingdom can bear the weight of so many past lives. What were these called again? Moss creeps? Ooh, that was not my intention. Let's heal ourselves a bit. Seems I managed to get a bit of a standoff there. Ah, I found a better strategy. Now let's heal slightly. It's you again. This one's quite a bit more durable than the others. There we are. And she's once again run away. Seems you want me to follow you. It reeks of a trap. Replenish soul a bit. Also, those vines definitely do not look safe for standing on. Well, I suppose we have not much choice but to follow her. I have to say, this area is quite pleasant. Even though it's so dangerous, the surroundings are very nice. Very stark contrast to the area I was in before. With its dark, bluish grays, this area's greenery has been a refreshing change of pace. Was just that post being destroyed. I thought that wall might have been destructible for a moment there. Well, let's see what's up here. A toll machine with the symbol of a bench. Insert Geo? Sure. And the gate is opened. Let's see, what does the map say? It's an area up above to explore. So it's a bench and a shortcut. Interesting. I had to jump down to avoid being hit there. Ah, that was a breakable wall. Seem to have a knack for finding those. Let's attempt to reach it again. After we deal with you, of course. I wonder what those are called. Now, where was that breakable wall? Ah, over there. And a bunch of geo. It's always welcome. And no giant carnivorous flower waiting to devour me. Oh, and this is the area I was in before. But on the upper path now. I don't think backtracking through here is necessary. Oh, but now I can't get back up. Unpleasant. Oh, I just needed to jump over here. Alright. Let us proceed. Ah. I forgot about their explosive tendencies. Let's see. Looked like there may have been a... another breakable wall. And a nest of blue. Oh, and the hunter has information about that. Let's see. Where is the journal? Life seeds. Small scuttling seed filled with lifeblood, which can be extracted and consumed for its healthful properties. Well, it's nice to know what they are. The greater mind once dreamed of leaf and cast these caverns so. In every bush and every vine, the mind of Un reveals itself to us. Seems there was a bit of a religion surrounding these plants. I see you hiding there. I don't know what you are, but I see you. Come out, coward. Oh, I've disturbed him. This is a large enemy. And he also shoots projectiles. Ah, that's a bit of a deceptive swing arc you have there. See, I can strike his shield to bait him into attacking and then kill him. Simple enough. What those are called, Moss Knights. Protectors of Greenpath, trained in the ways of the snail and the shell. Those do seem fairly dangerous. We'll have to be careful. Ah, another one of those shrubberies. I've already forgotten their names. Moss creeps, I think their name was. Climbed up quite a ways now. Beyond the bounds of my map. I can hear something. Oh. Hello. Seems to be another Hollow Knight. Well, let's help him out. He seems to be in a bind. That is a very large bug. It's also very agile. And calls reinforcements. Ah. There, I landed a hit on him. Ah, not this time. I missed. Come over here and fight like you mean it. I am not very good at aiming that. Come on. There we go. Are you okay? Oh, yes, it seems you're fine.
Just what do you think you're doing? You dare to come between me and my prey? Is it a habit of yours to scurry about, getting in the way and causing bother? Know this, cur, I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Cross me again and you'll find out why they call my weapon Life Ender.
Why, you ungrateful. Why are you still bothering me for? I am a knight. I'm not interested in your childish games. I need my rest. Begone, lest I draw my nail. That giant insect had you dead to rights. Perhaps it was a mistake to save him. Or maybe he's just speaking out of a slightly injured pride. Well, you can't expect everyone to be grateful. Easily enough handled. Oh, 2 Moss Knights. Well, this is awkward. Let's retreat, I think, is the right move to make here. It was not... Oh, but look at all that geo. Still, it's not worth getting killed over. Once more. There we go. The green children walked from the dream unto these lands. Here now we shall wait, patient for the call to return. Oh, and there's another bug down there, another caterpillar, waiting to be rescued. He's guarded by a Moss Knight, who are rapidly becoming my arch nemesis.
Well, have at you then. I'm starting to get the hang of his patterns. Yay! You are free to return home. And I have been beaten badly in that conflict. Let's see, it looks like there's another path down this way. And a block to be released. It does not look like I will be able to get back up here if I jump down. It does seem to be a good method of attacking them. Oh, what have we here? Well, it seems there's a path back up. What is over here? Oh, another bench. Excellent. A toll machine with the symbol of a stag. Insert geo. I'm not sure what this will do, but sure, let's try it. Oh, a bell. Oh, hello.
Greetings, little one. It's been an age since I last heard the ringing of a station bell. It echoed down the stagways and called me to you. I've grown stiff and tired over these many years, and I've forgotten much, but the sound of the bell will always call me back. These stagways stretch the depths of Hollownest. If you want to travel them, hail me from the platform. I will take you where you need to go.
Oh, we've found some kind of transport system. Well, this will be very useful. But for now, let's rest. We still haven't found that stranger with the needle. And of course, we must vandalize all of the signs. Let's go this way. Oh, speak the devil's name. And it looks like she's just gotten finished killing off some other unfortunate knight. Well, this confrontation has been a long time coming. So here we go.
Come no closer, ghost. I've seen you creeping through the undergrowth, stalking me. This old kingdom, a terrible thing awakens. I can smell it in the air. And I know what you are. I know what you'd try to do. I can't allow it.
Oh, we are fighting. And your name is Hornet. Okay. Well, if we must fight, then so be it. That is a very tricky method of attack you have. Ah. Got myself hit there. Seems she's getting a bit faster.
Well, have we defeated you? Yeah, she's fled. And the loot is ours. We've gotten the Mothwing Cloak. Right trigger to dash forward. Use the cloak to dash quickly along the ground or through the air. It seems I'm still trapped in here. Oh. Door opened on its own. Oh. What is this?
Would it seek to break the seals? They cannot be undone. They must be undone. Let us sleep, little shadow. Return to your darkness. Allow us our peace.
Well, it seems I've been attacked by strange otherworldly beings. But they didn't finish the job. I live on, and so I press on. Ah, and now we have the ability to mid-air dash, which will be very useful. Allowing us to reach new areas that we couldn't before. Yes, I can see this coming in very handy. Well, let's get out of here. Now that I seem to be mostly done in this area, let's see about taking that beetle home. After a brief rest on the bench. And an update of the map. It seems we've explored most of this area of Green Path. Let's head back to Dirtmouth. Oh, that's a lovely, lovely little transition there. And up the elevator. Oh, that just controls the elevator, alright. Oh, now this is open. Excellent. Little by little, this town's coming back to life.
I never thought I'd see such a thing. The Stag Station is open.
That building lay silent since even before my time. Oh, I've heard the tales of the glorious lines, a web of tunnels running all through the kingdom. Not that I'll be traveling them, mind you. I'm quite content where I am.
Oh, it's you. Zote, was it?
You there, why are you skulking about in the shadows? Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Tremble before me. While you were hiding here in your dingy little village, I ventured into the dark pit below us and slew a great beast. It had sharp mandibles and atrocious manners. Yes, yes, all glory to me. But I don't have time for your adulation. I must rest and prepare for my next journey down.
Do you not even remember me? Would seem not. I have an immediate great dislike of this character. Oh, hello. Tiso.
Pale thing, you wear that nail with ease. If you're in search of combat, you'll find no great warriors in this decaying burrow. I've heard an arena exists somewhere below, one built for our like. Meet me there and we'll test what skills you possess. I'll be heading down soon. Come and find me if you dare.
Perhaps at some point. There is one place I would like to check before I wrap things up for this evening. And that would be that now that I have this lovely little dash ability, I should be able to reach that strange laughing tent that I couldn't reach before. I'm very curious to see what's in there. Maybe that's the very same arena that shield-wearing gentleman I just spoke to was referring to. What was his name? Tiso? I think so. I'm terrible with names. Now let's see if I can reach this path. Something tells me I've gone the wrong way, though. Yes, I have. But killing one more of you shouldn't be a problem. Simple enough. No new information from the Hunter's Journal. Now, was this the path I was meant to go on? No, this is not the right place. I can't quite remember where it was. Let's see, what does the map say? A bit farther down? This way, maybe? No, this isn't it. I can't seem to find it. Let's try this way. Attacking them from behind seems fairly effective. And that was the rail car. I think this was the place. Over here. Yes, this is it. Oh. Hello? What kind of creature are you? Oh, you surprised me. Hello, hello. Come in, sweetling. Come in and make yourself at home.
I am Salubra, and this is my cozy little charm store. Did the townsfolk out there tell you to come and visit me? Yes. This is a lovely little village, isn't it? Warm and intimate and full of life. What were you talking about? Oh yes, charms. I can see you've started your own collection. Very nice. I'll show you some of my own, and you can take one home with you if you like. Oh. More things to be purchased. Do you intend to make that noise the entire time I browse your shop? I hope not. Let's see, lifeblood heart. Have you ever drunk that bright blue liquid, lifeblood? It's a bit of a taboo, but it makes you feel much healthier, doesn't it? The charm seeps lifeblood and will certainly improve your constitution. Long nail. The nail you wield is adorable, but do you sometimes feel it could be a little longer? Go on, take this charm with you. Suddenly your enemies will be within reach. Useful things. What's really appealing is these additional charm notches. Own 5 charms, I'll gladly sell it to you. I only need 2 more. Well, I could purchase 2 more. Would that leave me with enough to afford a notch? I think it would. Let's buy this one. And this one. And then I can afford another notch. That noise you're making is disturbing. Do you wear a lot of charms at once? It's a lot of fun, isn't it, mixing and matching them to get the perfect combination? I don't know whether you've noticed, but some charms seem to like each other. Yes, When charms like each other, they shine even brighter and sing even more sweetly. Even more reason to try all sorts of fun and surprising combinations of charms. You'll show me whether whenever you have a new favorite, right? Well, that's nice. Let's take a rest on this bench and who knows, maybe we can try one of these notch combinations. Let's see. I've got an extra notch now. It doesn't seem that any of mine synergize in any particular way. Nope. No space for that one. Well, let's just return to my previous setup then. And add the soul catcher. Why not? Alright, well that's going to be it for now. On Hollow Knight. And I will return again soon to continue my adventure. Until then, thank you for watching.